It is recording.
My name is Vicky Craig.
I'm Danny Craig.
I am Emily Haynes.
I am Colton Haynes.
My name is Sabrina Brennan.
Alrighty. Hello, everyone. So I've gathered you all here today to talk about homework. So I want to start out by asking a question. Is homework really that bad? Well, I'm going to go ahead and start off with my stance and what I believe in. I believe firmly that homework should always be encouraged and that it is supplemental and something that should never be mandated. The reason why I believe this is because encouraged homework is the best route to go, as it preserves the original purpose of homework. It also encourages choice making and decision making. When the student is in charge of their decision, I believe it holds that student more accountable for their grade. So a little bit of an introduction, or why I'm talking about this, is because I currently am a college student and I have a homework load about 5 to 6 hours a week. Now, on average, your college student actually has 10 to 13 hours of homework time that they have to do each week. And this is according to Vicki Nelson, a college parent Central with over 35 plus years of experience as a professor. So my homework load is quite light compared to others. But I, too, with the small amount of load that I have, know how hard and difficult homework can be. So let's talk a little bit about homework's shortcomings. The most obvious is that it causes stress and that it decreases motivation. It also takes time away from personal life and activities. I want to go ahead and kind of draw a comparison. And the reason why I'm going to draw these two comparisons is because they both go hand in hand. If you can compare your schoolwork and your school hours to kind of a work life or work hours, these both are working towards a common goal, which is why I use these two as an example. The average student is spending 8 hours a day in school or an educational setting. On top of that, they are spending additional hours in homework. So 8 hours every day, cumulative is around 40 hours a week. So it's equal to about a work week. Add on homework to that, those are additional hours. You can think of that as overtime. Now, who wants to do overtime if they don't actually want overtime? You see the point I'm trying to make? No one wants to do homework when they have already committed so much time and energy and don't have any desire to put any more effort in. So enough of that, let's talk about what the University of San Diego has to say. Well, research showed that excessive homework is associated with high levels of stress, physical health problems, and a lack of balance in children's lives. In fact, 56% of the students in this poll cited that homework is a primary stressor in their lives. So if homework was mandated, well, how long should it even be? Well, according to the National Education Association and the National Parent Teachers Association, they do support a standard of homework, but they only support a standard of 10 minutes of homework per grade level, setting a general limit on after-school studying. So even then, the mandated homework is not very long at all. But do you see students spending 10 minutes each day? Unfortunately, it's always much longer than 10 minutes a day. Let's look at what another university has to say. The Stanford University took a poll and showed that most students are stressed and actually sleep deprived. A quote from the study says that young people are spending more time alone, which means less time for family and fewer opportunities to engage in their communities. So this actually creates a paradox, what I like to call the paradox of homework. So as studying continues, the true success is actually diminishing. Our students are actually losing sight of what really matters, learning. When they are given copious amounts of homework, they lose sight of what homework's intentional purpose was to be, and that is education, and that is learning. Instead, they see it as something that they have to get past, not something that will help them. So what is actually supposed to help them is doing the exact opposite. This creates a negative feedback loop that I'd like to talk about. There's so many facets to academic success, from your eating habits, your sleeping habits, your personal time and life decisions and activities. And when homework takes first priority, you lose all those other facets that lead to a successful and balanced life, which contribute to academic success. Lastly, I want to talk about the psychology of choice. The psychology of choice is very effective in helping students become engaged with their learning. Whenever you promote choice, you actually encourage the student to take initiative and take charge. The student feels as if they have a say-so in the matter, which actually inadvertently encourages the student more likely to participate. One thing about choices, though, is you do not want to have choice overload. And basically what this means is you don't want to have too many choices, as the student will actually prioritize ending the decision making. So they will no longer be choosing the homework assignment that will best suit them, but choosing one just to get it out of the way. So, in long story short, you just want to have a handful of assignments each week that are optional. It limits the choices, but it's enough to help the student to feel like they're in control and make them have the best judgment. So, in conclusion, I believe homework is a great tool that can be used to help students when it is given correctly. Encouraged homework is the best route to go, because it gives students a say-so in the matter and actually helps them find more motivation to do the said assignments. Mandated homework defeats the purpose of what homework was originally meant to be. And that is all. So thank you all so much.